What do we do for this week's vlog? Does this even count as vlogging? Why would anyone watch this? I thought we weren't filming in the office anymore. Is this even exposed enough? What am I even looking at? What are we even looking at? Why would anyone watch this? What do we do for this week's vlog? I don't know if this is genius, dumb, or other, but when I started doing this vlog, the whole reason was just for me to get in practice making videos, to get better at making videos. Somewhere along the way, I kind of lost sight of that. And so the other day I was thinking, it was around this time last year, I got really into triathlon training, and I really loved the structure and the purpose of that training. So I thought, what if I apply that to the vlog and create like a vlog training program where drawing and 3D modeling are swimming, animation and VFX are cycling, filming is running, editing is strength training, reading is core work, writing is mobility. And I train these disciplines in the same way that I train the triathlon disciplines. The idea is to treat this video practice like triathlon training, where there'll be training blocks and weekly training plans, and I'll be training each of these different disciplines multiple times a week. Like today is a filming day, and so what I'm practicing is using the gimbal to get tracking shots and to really think through how I'm blocking things out. Also to practice talking, because I could use help with that. I don't know what any of this is for, other than I want to have a sense of purpose with the vlog, and I want to get better at making videos. And hopefully somewhere along the way, I find that purpose, that race I'm training for. Today is drawing practice day. Today's practice is the very basic practice of just draw some straight lines. But it's the kind of practice I need. It's like a foundation building, which the reason why I picked drawing as like the swimming parallels. With swimming, it's so much about technique and form. Drawing seems to be so much about technique and form. I don't think that's horrible, but I could use a lot of work on technique and form, such as just drawing straight lines, really drawing confident lines. So that's what we're doing today. It's an animation day. I committed to getting in this practice each day this week. So today, what we're practicing is filming against a green screen and seeing if I can take it into this tool called Beeble. That should allow me to key out the background and then relight this so that I could bring this clip into a 3D environment, but have the lighting match that 3D environment. messed up part is I did not feel like getting in this drawing practice today. In fact, the way this week's been going, where work's just been busy, I was thinking this whole training plan idea for making videos is, well, it's not that it's dumb. I just didn't think I would be able to keep it up because I was already feeling worn down. But I was like, well, let me at least see it through this week and we can reevaluate next week, which meant today was a drawing practice day. All right, let's get drawing. This is actually for a work video. I just want to have an animation where a character is making spaghetti, and I thought it'd be funny if it's Mario. So I sat down and was just like, all right, let's just doodle something together. Hello, buddy. You're messing up my shot, dude. You don't care because you want to get fed. As I was saying, the messed up thing is I didn't feel like doing this. Sat down, started just doodling just to get it done. As I went on with it, though, I got really into it and started enjoying it, and also started feeling like I'm getting more of the hang of it. Like, obviously, I didn't do this from scratch, but when it got time to draw in the shadows, that's when I felt like, okay, I'm starting to be able to see how people draw, or see how people who draw see, in terms of creating depth to a flat image. And all because this freaking training plan and knowing that I needed to train drawing today. So maybe I will stick with it after all. Ridiculous. All right. Today is an animation day. And one thing I've learned so far this week is with these practices, with this training, I need to plan out the workouts more, which is obvious when you think of like sports training. Not so obvious to me, at least, when it came to this video making training. So my idea for today is I need to create an animation for Andrew's upcoming course, and one of the animations I need to make is a 3D funnel that'll be superimposed on the palm of her hand. I know it's possible to do. I haven't decided what the best workflow is. I haven't even necessarily figured out the best workflow because I need to be able to, or I want to be able to do two things. One, object track the palm of her hand because there's gonna be at least micro movements. And so I want the funnel to be able to stick to her hand. Two, I would like to be able to relight the shot so that the light from the funnel emits onto her hand, or looks like it's emitting onto her hand. I could try Beeble again because I know that works for relighting, but I don't know how I would be able to combine an object track with Beeble, because Beeble doesn't seem to play that well with other tools. So what I'm thinking I could do is do the object track either inside Blender or After Effects, maybe Synthesize, bring that into Blender, add the funnel connected to the object track, and then maybe bring that into DaVinci, which has a depth map effect and a relight effect, and see if that would be the way to then emit the light onto the hand. So that's the plan for today's training. But first, I gotta get to work. Yeah, we're using ChatGPT to figure this one out. One, I did try a Google search specifically to see how to object track in Synthesize, but everything I came across also included camera tracking and I just want to lock off the camera on a tripod. 2, this is a test, it's an experiment, it's me learning. I just need to fail as quickly as possible so that I can learn. And ChatGPT, if for nothing else, great at failing quickly. Anyone who's watching this is just like, oh my god, this guy. Thank you for watching. Yes, I have no idea what I'm doing. We're just gonna try this as this. When I set out this week with this idea of adapting triathlon training to training my video making skills, I didn't know how I was going to go. All I knew was I feel like I haven't had a purpose with this vlog. I feel like I haven't been pushing myself to get better at making videos. And I'm about to get into a new triathlon training block. So training's just been top of mind for me because I've been missing the structure of training since I've been injured. But within a few days, I thought this was a terrible idea. There's no way I'm going to have the time, let alone the energy, to put in the work to train my drawing skills, my animation and visual effects skills, my filming skills. Then I had a training session that I didn't want to do, but that showed me how beneficial the work is. That showed me how valuable it is to be committed to making the time to learn new skills or to develop existing skills. At the start of this week, I didn't have nearly as good of a grasp of the value of shadows in illustrations. I didn't know how to track objects in Synthesize. I knew it was possible to relight videos in DaVinci. I didn't know how to do it, but now I do because I put in the work this week, because I did this training. Doesn't mean the training went perfect this week. One lesson I learned is I need to get more intentional with my training. I need to plan out my training. I can't just say Wednesday is going to be an animation training day. I need to plan what is it that I want to work on with each training session. It's not just, I got to get in some animation work today. It's, I'm going to learn how to track an object in Synthesize today. And I know for as good as I'm feeling about the training right now, that's probably not going to hold up. I'm going to have weeks where I get tired or I feel like I'm not making the improvements that I am now. In the same way that I would with a triathlon training program, where at first it may be hard, but you get the runner's high, you get the feeling like, okay, I'm getting in shape. That's going to motivate you to keep going. And then 4 weeks in, 8 weeks in, maybe you get injured or the legs are just feeling super fatigued and you think, ugh, I don't know, I'm going to keep going with this. But usually by then you've gotten in enough reps, enough training sessions that you know the benefits are there, that the hard work does pay off. Because all this video training program that I'm doing now, it's just about putting in the work, about getting better at making videos so I can be making better videos.